This is House of Machismo. With K-Rod. Pretty Boy Dan. Sauce. Just Albert. And your host, Marty. This is House of Machismo.
Hey everybody, welcome to a brand new episode of the House of Machismo podcast. I am your host, Marty. And over here I have Pretty Boy Dan.
What's up?
And then I have Pretty Boy Sauce.
Hi.
And then I forget your name. This is the fourth time I've asked you.
Pretty Boy Jeremy.
Pretty Boy
Yay.
Jeremy. Yeah,
I can see
Jeremy.
myself right over there. It's perfect.
K-Rod replacement audition number 4. Three. Was it 3?
I thought it was 3.
I lost count.
And final. This is it, guys. This is going to be it, guys.
Okay. Well, just smile into the camera and just say your name and the part you're auditioning for.
All right. Jeremy Montez, Fluffer.
Hey.
Just
The exact same job as K-Rod.
Yeah,
Told you it was over, guys. Told you it was over.
His title. He wants it. He wants it bad.
Dress for the job you want.
We are missing Albert today.
Yeah.
Feels weird.
It does feel a little weird.
Yeah, I don't even know why we're even doing a show.
Hey, I mean-
Anyway,
He got sand in his vagina.
I think so.
He went to the beach, too?
Yeah.
No beach, but it still got sand in his vagina.
He likes carrying some sand with him every now and then.
Yeah.
He's trying to make him.
He's part oyster.
Yeah.
Part clam, I think,
Especially down there. Anyway, what? So yeah, welcome to the brand new episode of the House of Machismo podcast. So far, so good, right, guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We're surviving. We're still alive. Barely, in some cases.
Okay, good. We're checking in. Dan's checking in and make sure he's
Yeah.
still alive.
Yeah.
Mark's safe from his journey from Watauga.
Yep. The kingdom of Watauga is safe.
Yes,
Watauga forever.
that's what he says. Sorry, I really like the music. Okay, that's enough with the music and all that. So tell me about it, everybody. We'll save your story for a little bit later.
Harrowing tale.
Yeah, we'll save that. How was everybody's week?
You know, it's pretty good.
Not you, Dan. You have the same thing every week.
Well, you know, football man.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. Did a few auditions, possibly no callbacks. Work.
Still waiting tables.
Yeah,
Still waiting table.
yeah. So
Got Amazon. Amazon's about to call back.
Yeah. I just wrote my own screenplay, and it's being optioned. Right
Not
now.
Amazon Studios, Amazon Warehouse.
Yeah. Well, that's what he was talking about. He wrote a screenplay for them.
For the warehouse.
Yeah. It's an industrial.
He hears they have connections.
It's a training video.
Yeah.
It's The Office. But
It's it's the Union Buster video where they try to unionize. They use his face on it. It's like, hey guys, I hear this bad thing about unionizing. You don't want any kind of rights, do you?
collusion.
No.
Collusion.
They got pizza in the break room. I hear it's because we did a really great job.
Yeah, you eat a slice, it means you're not going to unionize. That's what the agreement is.
It's
I hear-
understood.
If you join a union, I hear you're gay. Anyways, what kind of videos you making over there?
Hey, man, they're very profitable. They're very profitable.
OSHA videos. He's on a forklift with a fifth of vodka.
It's perfectly safe, guys.
You're basically Gallant if he grew up and wanted to be a movie star.
Yeah.
Or Goofus. I'm sorry, Goofus.
He's thinking, I'll do this union bus video, and then next week you get some Netflix series. So great. It's only in America.
Dan, the Union Buster.
Yeah.
I'll take that. And that's another nickname. Let's do it. Why not? Add it on to the other 15.
Right, he just goes in and shoots people.
Yeah. There's one.
Right.
No, anyway.
You're all replaceable. It's like a Terminator, like RoboCop mix.
Still working on the catchphrase.
Yeah.
You're busted.
Yeah. That might work. That might work.
That's actually not a bad idea.
No.
Anyway. All right, Sauce, how about you? How was your week?
I'm hanging in there. It's been busy, and kid was out at the beach for a week, so we didn't have the kid for a week.
That's where Albert got the sand.
right. My kid.
That's what I was alluding to earlier.
Yeah, and that's a little weird.
Hey.
Anyway.
But yeah, I'm hanging in there, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you get your kid back?
Yeah, he's back. Yeah, he came back last night, actually. So.
Okay, good. No matter how many times you drop him off at the beach.
I know,
Keeps
right?
finding his way back, huh?
I
Made
just
the
gave him
handoff.
I gave
Yeah.
him a bug and a little shovel, and I'm like, hey, go just dig until at nighttime.
Dig till you hit China.
Right.
Poor guy, he's halfway there. He's like, wait a minute.
He did get stung by a jellyfish. I thought that was pretty funny.
Wow.
Oh,
And I was like, did it hurt? He's just like, yeah, I'm fine. But yeah, it did hurt a little bit. And I was like, did anybody pee on you?
I was going to ask that because I'm like, that's a complete myth.
That's immediately, it's
Right.
perpetuated by perverts.
Yeah. They're like, hey, little boy, you got stung there by a jellyfish. I could pee on it.
I can give
That's
you,
how Albert
I
got
can
there.
give you
Okay.
instant relief right now.
Yeah. Let me just
Stand still.
let me just pee on you.
It was on my ankle. Why are you peeing on my face?
Oh, you just took it one step too far.
Right.
Anyway.
This is why you don't get the callbacks, Dan.
Yeah. And then you're mix this piddleick again. I don't forget.
Don't say it backwards
Oh,
because
sorry.
I'll disappear.
Jeremy.
Yeah,
no,
that's
I know.
correct.
Jeremy.
I came in for a wrestling event last night. Stayed with Sauce. It was pretty fun. It was the first time doing it at OIWA. SOAR. Shout out Sermo. Thank you for the nice little payday via PayPal. Yeah, it was great. I'm actually going to be here for the rest of the day and switching cars off with my dad. Like I have a Challenger currently. I came in with the Challenger, and I'm getting the old dad mystery car special.
Ooh, okay.
He's like, it's got 4 wheels, it's got a battery, it runs.
Good luck.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's the adult blind box.
And where are you originally from? Like where do you call home?
Currently, I call home Little Rock, Arkansas, but
I'm sorry. Go on. No.
But I'm from San Angelo, Texas, just
Okay.
like Sauce. We've known each other for like 20 years.
Yeah, just about. Yeah, we've known each other for a while. We just had mutual friends and always saw him at the bar. Hey, what's up, man? And so yeah, it's just we've known each other that long.
How does it feel to get hit on by Sauce at the bar? Apparently.
I mean, it's a thing,
honor.
man. It's an honor. It's a privilege. I mean, I'm another notch in that gigantic belt of his.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. Like there was one time I don't remember this. There was a bar we went to, and they were closing down that night. Like this is the final night this bar's open.
Was it?
And it was the old Tequila Rose place.
Okay. Yeah. It was
yeah.
like penny shots and shit like that.
Yeah. It was like literally 25 cent anything you want. It was top
Oh,
shelf.
wow.
Top shelf because they were just like, we got to get rid of all of this.
I mean, they're like going out of business?
Yeah,
Or oh, wow.
It was shutting down. And it was New Year's Day in the evening.
Oh, wow.
And we just went and we just
Shut
got
it down.
loaded, dude. Like everything
Wow.
was 25 cents.
That's dedication.
Yeah.
I don't remember getting home. I just remember coming to at home. That's how.
You're like, oh, I made it good.
But yeah, that shit was.
Wait, this isn't my house.
it was
You're like checking your organs, like left kidney, right kidney. Okay, good.
life did like a fade out. It just
Yeah.
like one of those fade to blacks, and I woke up.
Like we got
Yeah.
we got sloppy, dude. It was crazy. It was a crazy night.
Man,
Crazy night for New Year's Day. That's
I haven't gotten drunk like that in a long time.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Like I don't do that shit anymore.
Yeah,
It's
no.
just like, oh,
I would die.
yeah.
I'm like, well, I'm dead.
Yes.
Yep, there's my body on the couch. Yep, I'm floating up. Oh, no, wait. Oh, going down.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't expect
down.
this.
getting heavier. What the hell?
You did not expect this. All right.
And then you pee yourself.
Yeah.
I got stung by a jellyfish. Satan, please pee on me. What?
So I heard that you also you do the announcing and then you also do referee.
Yeah, I referee, commentary, a little bit of everything.
Okay, so you referee wrestling?
Yes.
Okay, so then my question is, how do referees get so distracted in the middle of like in the middle of a match? I'm like, there's so much shit that goes on in the background, and yet they argue with fans or they're talking with one of the other wrestlers. It's like, and I'm trying to get their attention. Like, dude, look what's going on back there. You guys need to pay better attention. I'm just saying.
I'm sorry, what?
What? Yeah.
Zoned out. You started talking, and I was like, this is boring.
Yeah.
What is he going on about, man?
I'm starting to understand that. Okay. It's like, man, I'm all like, you know what? You take a 5-minute break. I got this.
Yeah.
You know.
Here's an iPad. Go ahead and do your activities real quick. Get stimulated again and get back in there, buddy.
I just remember watching one match and one of the refs got so distracted because the turnbuckle was all out of, it's like, oh, let me fix it.
That's our work area. That's our workspace. We got to make sure our workspace is tidy.
Yeah.
We got to, kind of, yeah.
Okay. No, I'm just, I was curious about that. And I'm all like, it's like, no. It's like, 9 times out of 10, you kind of, you might miss something here and there and all that. But if only they had instant replay where you can clearly see the violations. Like, look, that other person entered the ring.
Do you want the match to go on longer? I mean, do you want to see like the footage of me at like the hood thing and just like, yeah, no. I mean, he didn't get hit with the chair. That was that chair was in there. It was legal. That's legal.
It was in there the whole time.
It was a no DQ match. I mean, I don't know what you want.
The
what
previous
you want,
play
Marty?
is under review.
Yeah.
You screwed up your challenge flag for the team.
You're all like,
Wasted your
yep.
challenge flag.
That folding table was there the entire time.
I mean, hey.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, technically, it was under the ring, so it's part of the ring.
Yeah. So anything under there? Oh, that chainsaw, same thing.
Like eminent domain.
Yeah. Oh god. Okay, so what was the match last night?
It was a like larger kind of not pay-per-view event, but it was one of their larger events. A bunch of titles were on the line. There was a cage match.
Oh, wow.
It was in a bar. So the cage match was, it was a very great cage match.
Okay.
Where
do they get a cage that big?
You go to the Home Depot and
Okay.
you get panels. And
Okay. And they zip tie them together.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, that and ratchet straps. And,
Okay.
It's
do the refs help with that?
there's crew.
Okay.
There's crew that helps out with that and stuff, and it's backstage people that do that and stuff, and then there's a ref on the inside that officiates the action, and then there's a ref on the outside that in like a cage match, you can win on the outside. If you go on the outside, if you make your way to the outside, both feet touch the floor, you're the winner. Or if you pin the person, in the ring, or if you go over the cage. There's a number of ways to win, so you've got to have officials at every possible angle.
Okay.
To make sure.
Is there like a wrestling ref union or something? Or
Don't say that word.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Bust,
All right,
bust, bust.
Yeah. He's gonna bust.
Yeah.
You want to hear about
That's
union
Dan's catchphrase.
busters?
That's Dan's catchphrase. I'm gonna bust.
Yeah, you want to hear about union busters? Don't mention that in wrestling.
Yeah.
Shit.
You're like, what?
My
what'd
name's
you say?
Jesse Ventura, and I just barely got back onto television because Vince is gone.
Yep.
Oh my God, Jesse Ventura's here. I had no idea.
Kids,
Oh dear.
I heard the U word. You guys talking about unions in here?
You know what? We've been to a few wrestling matches because of Sauce. Never once have we ever seen him fight. No, not once.
true.
Not once. It's been over a year. It's been
It was
2
supposed to be
years.
last night.
Oh my
Not once have we ever saw him fight. Even the one time when he was actually there, ready to fight. They're like, no. There was actually a ref that paid attention. He's all like, "No, I saw that. You're disqualified."
Yeah, get
And
outta here.
Exactly.
And I actually got kicked out.
Yeah. And so I'm all like, man, we drove a long way for this.
Y'all were still entertained.
Yeah, we were in
There was
it.
other people on the card. It wasn't just like the one match.
Yeah, I know that, but the one person who we really knew was Sauce, and we're all like, we literally came here to see him.
I know.
And then all of a sudden, we're all like, can't you just have his partner thrown out?
Yeah.
I should have stepped up and said something.
Yeah,
You know?
I'm his manager.
Yeah.
Los Crudos don't have a manager. They do now. My name's Marty. Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, exactly. Here's my card. And I just flash it real fast.
I felt bad, dude, because I was just like, dude, they changed it last minute on me, and I was just like,
They just couldn't let Rob win the
and
championship.
they were like building,
Well,
they were building, and then they were like, and then Scotty was just like, well, you can hit me with the belt. I'm like, oh, okay.
I remember we were so hungry also because it was at a bar. They really didn't have food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and then we're like, Albert didn't show up, but he was saying that he was going to. We're like telling him, hey, bring us a pizza.
Yeah.
Or something. But, you know, he never
I'm
showed
beginning
up.
to think Albert doesn't exist.
He's just a figment of our imagination.
He's that puppet right there. That
Okay.
you see right there. It's like this puppet Albert.
I wonder, like, what do Albanians do when they get sick?
They probably eat pizza.
You think so? Yeah.
I don't know. I just assume he's probably still wearing like a muscle tee or something like that.
right.
Like that's.
They put on more gold chains. Is that what they do?
I think so.
Or is that Greeks? Like
Look
Greeks
at-
is Windex, right? Like big
Yeah.
fat Greek wedding.
But I think with Albert, I think he has like a muscle tee for every occasion. One for a wedding, one for. It's
got a bow tie on
Yeah,
it.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so
When he's going to the hospital, it's got a Red Cross one.
He goes on a date. It's just a really clean one.
yeah, exactly. It's a white, clean one. So you don't know if he's gonna beat his date or ask her to marry her.
And it could be both.
It could be both. You know.
And sometimes he'll bring out the one with the tomato sauce stains on it.
Yeah.
It's like, that
Well,
is-
that's his jogging one. It's like what I put on a slightly clean muscle tee.
Yeah.
You know?
Heard we were going to a buffet. I'm going to get messy anyway.
Yeah.
This is pretty
Oh no, he
messy.
has a special tee for that.
the buffet tea.
The buffet tee. Yeah.
Man,
It's
I
got
should
a
have brought
bib.
my.
It's got a bib.
So-
I should have
so
brought my
much is called
buffet
the
club
buffet.
shirt. Should have brought my
buffet.
buffet club shirt.
Oh yeah, he's got
Yeah.
a buffet club.
All right, guys. I don't know. Should we get into what's in our mind?
I
What do you
guess we
guys
could.
think?
Let's try it.
Okay,
Sure.
we'll give it a shot.
I don't know what to.
I don't know what's been. I'll be honest with you. My week has been very uneventful,
It's been weird.
but I'm sure we'll make it.
been a weird
I'll make
week.
something up.
Stress
How about that?
They'll never know.
They'll never know. Marty, the 4-star general, all of a sudden.
I was flying over Vietnam the other day. and-
Yeah, exactly. All right, so Jeremy, if that's your real name.
Yes.
So we do a little segment where we do what's on our mind.
Okay.
So how this works is that we talk about what's on our mind. Hope you got that.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Simple enough.
Sauce, why don't you start us off?
You know, I've been like wanting to go back to the movies more now,
Okay.
and this summer has already been like loading up. So we went to go see Sinners last week,
Oh, nice.
Great movie.
and it was past my expectations. It was really good, dude.
Worth the watch.
Okay.
Yeah, totally worth the watch. It's very music based that I liked. It's a lot about the blues at that time, blues music and everything, and then of course it's vampires.
Yes.
Yeah. It's very From Dusk Till Dawn.
And
Okay.
it's Irish vampires.
Yeah. And their clan.
Irish vampires.
And their clan.
The
all
Isis Clan.
Top of the dusk to ya.
Yeah. And then, but yeah, what's really cool is just like, you know, like From Dusk Till Dawn, like the
Yeah.
first half of the movie, it gives nothing intentions of a vampire movie. It's like this heist and they're trying to get away from the law. And then finally it's like, oh shit, vampires. It's kind of like the same thing with Sinners. It kind of builds and then you don't know. And then all of a sudden it's a
So
vampire movie.
in the movie, do they discover that, oh my God, there are vampires? Or all of a sudden they're like, shit, look, a vampire.
Yeah. It's just kind of like that because like there's one lady that kind of knows it because she's like, you know, voodoo and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And so she kind of describes this is what it is. I've never seen it before, but I've read about it. And then they kind of like, oh, this is how we kill vampires. You know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they kind of figure it out pretty quick. But it's got a good cast. It's got Michael B. Jordan playing Michael B. Jordan and Michael C. Jordan.
I don't know who Michael C. Jordan is.
It's him. It's playing two
It's the
parts.
less
He's playing twin
it's the
brothers.
less attractive
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan.
He's playing twins.
It's like this. Dan, Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
Michael C. Jordan.
I got
It's
it.
exactly
Michael
what it
B.
was.
Pretty much. It's like
They had
one
different
was,
hats.
One
Yeah.
was dressed in red, one was dressed in blue, and
yeah.
that was it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
geez.
yeah, they're in it. Delroy Lindo's in it.
Haley Steinfeld.
Yeah, Haley Steinfeld's in it.
Is George Clooney in it?
No, he's not.
Not like the-
I was kind
anyway.
of looking for him.
Yeah.
Sean Bean was in for like 5 seconds to get killed.
He was the Irish vampire that got killed. Of course, that's Sean
No,
Bean's.
they stabbed me through the heart again.
That's his contract every
Yeah.
time.
But yeah, it's a Ryan Coogler movie. So they did Black Panther, the Creed movies.
Yeah.
Basically, Michael B. Jordan's been in all of his movies.
Okay.
So, but
He's basically the new Scorsese using the same cast over and over
right,
again.
right. And then I know it was shot directly for IMAX and everything. So
Yeah.
like the screen on screen, dude, it was amazing.
Yeah, like it's.
I was really surprised how good the movie was.
Yeah.
yeah, it was good.
I'll have to go check it out.
Yeah.
So you give it 2 stars out of 2.
I do like a rating system.
That's a
It's-
weird rating system I created there, but
My rating
it is
system,
what it is.
My rating system is I hate it, I love it.
Okay.
No in between.
No in between.
I love it. So,
Okay. Well, that's good.
Rob gives it 3 thumbs up.
Right.
All right,
you get
Dan,
that third thumb?
I don't know.
Dan, tell me what's been on your mind.
Well, surprisingly, I feel like there's a possibility that I might have been getting a little bit too cocky as of recently, and so on Tuesday, I kind of got a slap in the face, back to reality kind of thing. Some stuff going on at work, but then also on like legitimately for the next 4 hours after work, I just stumbled across things like. I stumbled across the YouTube algorithm gods. They shot me a quote from Mike Tyson of all people, and it was when you're blessed and favored by God, you're also favored by the devil, and the trick is going back home with the person who brought you to the party. And I'm like, wow, I'm just getting shots from everywhere, aren't I? Bang, 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 bang. And then, then I went to my acting class, and everybody was performing at a much higher level than they had been. I'm like, have I just been asleep this entire time? Like, have they all been this
You've been
great?
resting your ankle injury.
Yeah, I've been resting my ankle injury. And then so I got pumped up and energized, and like my sweating has come back. It's probably like a nervous thing, like a anxious and motivational kind of thing at the same time. But one of the scenes my acting coach picked for another people was a Mission Impossible scene, and and basically Tom Cruise's character is being accused of being a traitor.
Yeah.
And the guy was all like, he's like, it seems you're destined to shake hands with the devil, and I'm determined to make sure you do it in hell. And I'm like, Jesus hates Christ. I'm just getting shots.
It's like the life algorithm, just
like,
boom, boom, boom.
It's like, hey, you might be at the top of the world, but we can take that away from you, loser. And I'm just like, okay, well, I guess you got my attention.
Get
all right?
humbled.
You got my attention.
Very humbled.
And then my ankle started healing up, and I was able to go on a run yesterday. So,
Whoa.
hey.
That's good.
Everything's coming up Millhouse.
Yeah. So now I'll lose the 60 pounds, and I'll actually be castable as a leading man again.
That's right. They'll be like, sorry, we're not looking for a fat man.
I was gonna say, did they not do the funny fat friend anymore?
I mean, they might,
like
know.
a Greek Horatio Sands.
Everybody has to be good looking.
That's a new one.
nowadays.
I've never had that comparison before. So
Horatio.
Greek Horatio Sands.
I think you can do a good Horatio Sands.
I don't know who that is. So.
Oh,
Well-
he's on SNL.
Gotcha.
But just think, is he Hispanic? I don't
He's
remember.
Hispanic.
He's Hispanic. Just think that,
Okay.
and you,
Okay.
same build, same personality. That's why he hasn't gotten far. Anyway,
He hasn't been slapped down by the life out.
He
He's been
doesn't-
shaking hands with the devil and doing other stuff.
yeah, he does more voice work, which is probably better, I guess, for him.
You have a face for podcasting.
Yeah, not video podcasting.
No, just regular podcasting,
No.
old school podcasting.
Well, I think I heard a saying once. It was like, I've got the face for radio and the voice for print.
The voice for print.
The voice for print.
No, they can still hear you. It's like, oh, here's his headshot.
there's
Oh
an
my God, tell him to
inflection.
shut up. Yeah.
The word
All right.
Dan.
Jeremy, so I think now you got an impression of so what's been on your mind?
Basically, I'm thinking about that car. Like, I'm still thinking about it. I'm like, what is it going to be? Like, I told my dad, it's like, it's got 4 wheels, it's got battery, it's got a battery, it runs. I'm blessed. Thank you, Dad. But it's just like, my dad's 75. Like, is he going to pull like one last goof before he like checks out and just like, I got you this car, son. Thanks for the Challenger. Have fun. Have a nice life. I'm checking out. Like Fast and the Furious. Like, like we're both at the
Yeah, the road splits.
It's been a long day.
Right. You're in a Ford Escort. He's in a Challenger.
Yeah. Goes up the hill.
He's in a Ford
Sealed,
Fiesta.
man. Yeah.
He's in a Ford Fiesta, damn
He's
it.
driving 4 hours after work to come here to drop that off to me, and then just we're parting ways.
It's forever.
But then what you don't know is that he cut your brake lines.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
He somehow took out an insurance policy on me that he didn't tell me about, and I
Yeah.
knew he could afford.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$500.
Yeah.
I mean, it's $500, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'm worth about that much right now. It's actually a little more.
You die, your dad's like, I can pay a bill.
Yeah.
But yes, my car insurance. How ironic. Anyway.
So what kind of car do you think it's going to be?
I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping maybe it's a Toyota.
Can we narrow it down?
Let's try. I mean,
I want
what
a
would a
grand-
Mexican dad get their son, their almost 42-year-old son, as like, a car that he doesn't have to make payments on, that he had to put a little bit of work into? Like, do we want to play that game?
SUV, a coupe, a sedan.
I'm hoping something a little bit more gas man.
I don't think he thinks I'm manly enough for an SUV. I think a four-door sedan is right where he thinks I'm at. He's like, it's about where my son is. It's where he's always been.
Dodge Avenger. I think it's going to be a Dodge Avenger.
Okay, I like that.
I'm going to go with a Gran Torino. I don't know how he got his hands on one, but he's
I mean, my dad has said a lot of racial slurs, so probably.
I'm thinking some type of Buick.
Okay.
Oh, no. A 1994 Volvo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah, they still run. They're
Good luck
still
on
good.
maintenance.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
I mean, he hates the Europeans for other reasons, but yeah, I mean, I guess he's all right with their manufacturing, with their automobile manufacturing.
Just like every other American.
Yeah. They did some stuff back then. We
Yeah,
won't talk
yeah.
about that. But
Yeah,
those
yeah.
Volkswagens are great.
Yeah. Not really a fan of their past, but
We blew up Japan so I can drive a Tundra.
They're made here now, son.
just some of their parts. They're assembled. All right, what's been on my mind? I don't know, a lot of stuff, but I'll share a little secret that I don't really tell a whole lot of people. I was very upset with them not having Henry Cavill come back as Superman. To the point where I was just taking a break from DC. I'm all like, you know what? I'll give it a rest for a while. I don't have anything positive or negative to say about the new Superman. It's just, it's
I'm
like,
excited for it.
Well, and so now that I start seeing some of the trailers, I'm all like, it looks good,
Yeah.
and I might actually wait for it to stream. I don't go to the movies very often anymore. Not because of the pandemic and because, but during the pandemic, I kind of learned I don't like people.
Yeah.
So I realized that, hey,
You're like, this is paradise.
this is nice.
Everyone complaining about.
Yeah, I remember renting out a movie theater during the pandemic just so I could see Ghostbusters.
Dirt cheap.
Dirt
Oh, we
cheap.
did that too. My brother's birthday. We went out of theater.
It was like a couple of $100, and the whole thing was mine. And I'm all like, "Can I come too?" It's like, no. Is this just me? And I think I had like a couple other friends.
This is kid raised on a ranch behavior.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'm all like, I don't like you. Where's a cougar to come and
We're my real friends.
Yeah, exactly.
My four-legged friends.
Apparently,
Yeah.
apparently you can rent a theater too and bring your PlayStation or whatever, and you can play on the screen too.
Really?
Yeah, but they gotten more expensive now. So because now renting is like $3,000.
Yeah, they've gotten wise.
Yeah, exactly. Well, during the pandemic, they were just hemorrhaging money. They're like, hey, $100 is $100.
Yeah.
But so with the new Superman movie, I might give it a shot. I'm just not this huge. I don't want it to fail. I just don't think James Gunn went in a good direction.
Yeah, he did it once. Like he struck gold once,
Yeah.
with Guardians of the Galaxy. I think Warner's are banking on that. It's like, they're going to let him do whatever. At least there's not like a quirky soundtrack that
Yeah.
like Superman's like, flying around to like a Sunshine Superman by
Yeah,
Donovan.
yeah.
Like that would be weird.
They're kind of keeping it to the classic kind of music I hear, but it's just it looks like cosplay Superman. Like they really, I understand what they were going for, but it just looked like this guy bought this $300 suit off of Amazon so he can go to a convention.
And when he's Clark Kent, like he looks more built. Like he's
Right, like he looks like less.
Yeah,
like he looks more Superman as Clark Kent than he does when he is Superman.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And so I'm thinking
he's wearing a onesie.
So I'm thinking that it's going to be like the Flash movie where it's like it's a good movie except there were no good scenes with the Flash.
Right.
Like, so I'm thinking that there are going to be no good scenes with
Like it's the
Superman.
Nathan Fillion show.
Yeah, Nathan Fillion and all the other. Like, I want to see how Lex Luthor,
like everybody was good in the Flash except the Flash.
exactly.
Yeah.
And they had to pivot it because Ezra Miller was getting into so much trouble that like it was like, this is a Batman movie. The Flash is kind of starring in it. We're getting to Batman. Like
I liked everything about the Flash except the Flash.
Yeah.
And so I like the fact that it's been years. I like the fact that the very last Batman was George Clooney.
Yeah. It's
They're like, oh, that's so cool.
Well, it was funny. The other one I liked was Black Widow. But everybody in Black Widow was good except Black Widow. And then they do Thunderbolts. I was like, oh, it's everybody that I liked in Black Widow in another movie.
And so I'm thinking that this is going to be the same. It's going to make millions. I guarantee it. It's going to be a success because people have been anticipating it. And James Gunn did do a good job of not revealing so much during production.
yeah.
That's the problem with a lot of movies, at least superhero movies these days. People are just revealing way too much. They have all these guidelines and plans for 20 years down the future that takes out any of the risks, right? Because what you're dealing with in superhero comics and movies is there's some event that's probably threatening the world.
Yeah, world-ending event.
And they're like, well, if he's got a sequel 5 years from now, I don't think the world ended.
Right.
I haven't even seen the movie yet.
I remember, although it didn't work out in hindsight, or did it? Wait, hold on. Yeah. I don't know. I remember for the Avengers movie, with the snap, everybody disappeared. I was like, oh no, are people going to come back or not? Obviously, you knew they were going to come back. Yeah. I'm literally like, when Black Panther disappeared, I'm like, oh, well, they better hurry the fuck up because they have Black Panther 2 coming up pretty soon. I was like, how's that going to work out?
And then we all found out together that Chadwick Boseman wasn't coming back for Black Panther 3.
Yeah, we did.
Because they waited too long, I think. But also, he was suffering from cancer for quite a while.
Yeah, but there's this thing, like, I think with like a big studio like Disney, once you sign one of those multi-picture deals, like they have to get you in there for like an entire day to like scan every part of your body for
do
like
that now.
AI stuff. And like, if you're not in a scene and you need to be in a scene and they don't have reshoots, like they have your body, they have your likeness, and it's like, there you go.
They did that with
Robert
Carrie
Downey Jr.
Fisher.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, so as long as they agree to that, I don't have an issue with that. That's between Disney and that individual actor.
Yeah.
But I just think that with this new Superman movie, it's going to be good just because everybody's waiting for it.
Right.
I just don't think it's going to be good because it's just not going to be a good story.
Yeah, it's the substance isn't going to be there.
Yeah.
Think of a good Superman storyline in the comics that you think about.
I mean, obviously you have you have the major ones where like Doomsday.
Yeah,
right.
That's
already been done. Yeah,
but Doomsday is more of a Justice League one than just Superman.
Well, in the
himself.
comics, it was 1-on-1.
Oh, was
yeah.
it?
Yeah. But then it spawned this whole other thing after that.
DC has been. I think that they do a good job with their animation. And so they produce a lot of good animated movies that just...
The new stuff has been really good.
Yeah. And so I think that's where they can grab some of their movies from. That's just, my opinion.
Right.
And, but because, you want to see some evil villains like Metallo. And so... Brainiac. And I'm thinking that that's where this is going to lead to. I think that the Superman
like
movie...
the weirder universe, like, because James Gunn did that with, like, Guardians, like, with, like... Before that, like the Marvel universe was just like these ground kind of like, based villain, like Earth-based villains.
Yeah.
And like Thanos was this larger threat in the background, but like Guardians took you to that universe where it's like, here are like all these other alien threats that could possibly,
make its way to Earth.
Invade,
crazy looking. And,
I was there. I followed it along. I was so into it.
Yeah.
I was very into all that. I thought they did a great job.
Soundtrack was great too.
Up until the very last Avengers movie, when it was finished, then all of a sudden it seemed like they didn't know what they were going to do.
Oh, they've been throwing darts at the board.
Yeah, pretty much. They're like, hey, we have this whole plan.
Yeah.
And I'm like, none of it seemed exciting.
And then Jonathan Majors, that whole Jonathan Majors thing threw a huge wrench in like, what is it, Phase 6 or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
What happened with Jonathan Majors? I wasn't familiar with that one.
He was supposed to play Korg or
Kang.
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 Oh,
Yeah.
that guy who
Yeah, that
I think
guy.
he like beat his wife or something like that.
Yeah.
And so, but I think they did such a big misstep with that. Keep your plan, recast the role. Nobody really cares about this guy just yet.
Yeah.
They did it with Rhodey on Iron Man.
Yeah.
So just recast it. Nothing major has been shot yet.
Pun intended.
And now they're talking about bringing him back because all those allegations came out false.
It'd be great if there's just one scene where it's like
Just
him,
give him one movie.
like Kang to like another Kang, and it's Jonathan Majors like, we was Kangs.
Yeah. But anyway, I don't know. It's just a lot of shit. Like I really don't. I think that people in suits really shouldn't make the whole decisions on how everything goes. I understand money kind of plays into that. A lot of contract negotiations and all that.
I think they were doing like a think tank at one point where it's like they had like big huge fans or like, influencers and stuff like that were kind of trying to help shape like what was going to come out. Like I can't remember if that's like something I had read or if it was just in passing or they were thinking about it. But
I know that. Yeah, I wouldn't even take the opinion of fans because I have a few friends that were like super fans of this. They just want the comic book. They literally just want the comic. And I'm like, but dude, you
read hard, look easier.
Like you know how it ends.
Yeah.
It's like, what's the point of watching something you already know how it ends? Because that's the way it is. That's
But you haven't seen it yet, and I've been telling you about this.
We wanted to interpret it in live action.
Nathan Fillion's haircut looks so stupid in this new series. It's so stupid. There's no reason to have it.
But it's comic book accurate.
Yeah,
But it's comic book accurate from the 70s or the 80s. It's one of those.
Well, I mean, even recently, I think he like actually did like now a split or something like that, like a.
But I mean, but
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
And so, but the haircut was designed. Everything was designed to look cool from that decade.
Right.
But because I read it and saw these images, I wanted it to look almost exactly in modern time.
I do want the one panel, if I could get one thing comic book accurate, is Guy Gardner getting punched in the face by Batman from that one Justice League comic. I want to see that in live action.
I think you're going to see Nathan Fillion be up for all of that. The
Yeah.
guy is a huge nerd. He's everybody loves him, and I think
he's an underrated kind of actor. He does such a great job in everything he does.
I mean, isn't he still on that show Castle or The Rookie or whatever? Like he's on an NBC show.
Yeah.
There was a thing because for the longest time he was going to be fan casted as Nathan Drake from the Uncharted video games, and then he actually did a fan short film as Nathan Drake. A 15-minute short film, him doing Nathan Drake, and it was great.
Nathan Fillion is on another
level. It is
level,
great. Yeah, it is really good.
He just needs to do more. He's great at series. I love him in series because I don't mind watching him every week.
Yeah.
But as far as like movies, he hasn't really done a whole lot.
No, he hasn't.
He's in all the James Gunn movies.
Yeah, like speaking of series, I like that show 911. Is it like was it 911 Lone Star, like the emergency shows, like they have like a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Like I didn't realize Jennifer Love Hewitt was just on one of those shows, being like an age appropriate, like hot, like dispatcher.
Yeah, I remember she was on season 1, and then she fell for like this 20 some odd firefighter or something, and then she left. Or something.
She got my script.
Yeah. It's like the most unimaginable relationship. But it's like, how are you going to get into it with this young hot thing? But like, okay.
I mean, could you blame her? Right?
I mean, but I'm just saying it's like
the young hot thing was Dan.
Yeah. Oh, he's not that young. All right.
He's not that hot either.
Poor Dan. Anyway, we're supposed to be roasting Albert. He's not here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's fat. What do we know?
Albert smells like hummus.
You notice
That's
that
what
too.
that is.
Every time, right? You notice that.
Lingering herbs and spices.
There was, I guess I can say this. Okay. So, no. Okay, so you know how we have that run club, or whatever. So this past week they were supposed to do like a 5. There was a 5K and then the run club happening at the same time. A 5K is something completely separate than the run club, but they're all going to meet in the same location. And I really didn't want to go, but Albert seemed like he still wanted to go. So I was gonna think of a reason for me not to go.
You're sick.
That won't work. Anyway, so the morning of, he actually we're in the gym and he asked me, so you still down for the run club? And I'm all like, sure, yeah. I'm all like, yeah, if you are, yeah. I'm like not into it. Like I really don't want to, but if he's gonna go, I'll go. And so he's like, oh, okay, all right, yeah. You know, there's gonna be a lot of people there. I was like, yeah, I heard, but if you're gonna go, then I'll go. He's like, okay, all right then, all right. And so,
just to set the scene for the discussion, you're in the shower. Albert's brushing his teeth.
No. We're both in the same shower to conserve water here. All right, we're very heavy into environmental.
Save a horse, ride an Albanian.
No. If you really want me to set the scene, I'm doing my leg extension. So he's standing right in front of me as I'm raising my legs up, like right in front of him. So if that's what you. Yeah, so I'm literally doing this with my legs.
On the toilet?
No. No. I'm
He's
literally
wearing
doing
the
that.
costume like Jamie Lee Curtis's outfit from the movie Perfect.
And
all the leotards, yeah.
And Albert is using his massager. Like, wait, what was something was her? Oh, his shoulder.
Yeah.
He's like
his shoulder.
Yeah, his shoulder. Oh, he had me do it for him too. And I'm all like, people are watching, dude. Anyway.
You're like, do you want to go? I don't know.
Yeah. This Brookstone has gotten really awkward.
Okay. So then he comes back because I'm doing my thing. He does his thing, but then he comes back and then he mentions about how he invited someone. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but he had invited someone.
A friend?
A friend.
Oh,
Yeah, a friend.
Yeah, a friend.
And so then I'm all like, but then I told him, it's like, oh, that'd be kind of cool. All right, yeah. So then I said, but then I told him, it's like, I got the impression that no. He didn't tell me he invited someone yet. I got the impression that he didn't want to go either. So then I'm all like, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I really don't. It's like I don't like the idea of a lot of people being there, like overcrowded. And so I told him, it's like, I mean, I probably don't want. I really don't want to go. So he's like, oh, okay. He's like, are you gonna go? He's like, yeah, I'm still gonna go. But I got the impression that he didn't want to go. But it actually was he didn't want me to go.
Oh,
because he had invited a friend that he was trying to work things out with. Let me just say that.
Oh,
Yeah. And then he thought
Aaron's back.
But he said that it was fine if I went, but he was just going to tell his friend probably not to go. So I'm all like, well, I don't want to be that person, So
I
like,
saw this episode of Seinfeld last week.
right.
Three's a crowd, man.
And so then I said, well, what are you going to do for the next week? Because the only reason why I don't want to go is because of that 5K.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, it's going to be kind of awkward next week, huh? Because I'm definitely going to go.
Yeah.
And so he's like, yeah, he doesn't know how that's going to play out. But this basically, I'm all like, had we just been honest, had I told him I really don't want to go, that probably would have not been a weird, awkward conversation.
Right.
But had he told me in the beginning also, hey, I invited this friend, then it would it's just so weird. Yeah. We're trying to be kind to each other as far as like, do you want to go? Please say no. Please say no. Please say no.
Trying not to step on each other's emotions.
Right, exactly. So
I'm holding space for you.
Yeah.
Marty goes home and listens to Dashboard Confessional, crying.
I'm like, oh my God.
Goes to the Reddit post.
Yeah.
Am I overreacting?
Yeah.
Why did you just run
goes
over
on his
my
live
heart?
Goes on his live journal.
But he did say that he did a lot better this week. But because I told him how to jog, like for him.
Yeah.
Like I told him, I can go at a pretty good pace. For him, I told him just do the quick, the
Spurts.
Yeah, the little. No, but I mean, you're just kind of just going like
Shuffle.
that.
I mean, but with the arms, like the they do the thing with the arms.
And so I think he had to do that because a person who met him there was not a jogger, and so he was trying to keep up with her, and so she just couldn't, So I'm like, but he did it. And
So
I'm
he
like,
dumbed
hey,
it down.
Yeah.
So he dumbed it down for her.
Well, you know what? No. he thought he was dumbing it down for her, but it turns out that was actually his pace, because he was like, "I'll just keep up with you, boss." And I'm like, "Are you sure?" I had to dumb it down for him, not realizing that I was dumbing it down for him.
Whoa.
So
It's a lot of dumb.
And then,
Yeah.
and then he's dumbing it down because he's just
Yeah.
assuming this other person doesn't know what the fuck.
Because he's
they're
like,
doing.
man, this woman's dumb. I gotta dumb it down for her.
well, I don't think he realized that. Hey, this is actually more my pace.
is a
Like I can go a lot
great
longer.
Pace.
Yeah, it's like
They
it's
got
not bad.
something here.
Yeah. And so I think he finally figured that out. So, but anyways, I don't know where I was going with all this, but I thought it was just, it was a stupid where it's like, next time I'm just like, if I don't want to go, I'll be like, dude, I don't want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Just be honest.
exactly.
This is an episode of Friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically what it is.
Well, is this basically,
It's like a Friends Seinfeld crossover.
Right.
I didn't want to be that guy that, because had it been the other way around, like if he didn't want to go, I wouldn't have gone because I just don't like to go alone. Like
Yes.
I need someone else there.
You could have gone with Albert's friend, and Albert could have stayed home.
I don't.
Yeah.
I haven't even met the friend yet.
Well,
but I will hopefully probably next week.
it's your
You
friend
know?
now.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm the captain now.
Yeah.
I'm the friend now.
gonna
Look
be
at
like-
me.
This
It's
is
going to be
my
like
shit.
Yoko Ono.
Well, we also have like a tug of war competition at work with other teams or whatever. But you have to sign up. And he never had. Like we got an official email from the tug of war people, and he wasn't on there. And I'm like, "Have you effing registered yet?" He's like, "No, I'm just gonna show up." I'm all like, no, dude, you gotta sign up. It's like, what the fuck?
You can't sign up.
Look
for,
at me. I'm ready to tug.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't sign up for the tug. You gotta.
Yeah.
Can't just show up for a free
Yeah.
tuggy.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. It's just he wants to purposely like go against the grain or or whatever. It's like, dude, just fucking sign up. It's not a big deal. It's 5 minutes out of your work. You need help logging in, or something, or I don't know.
It's the lack of decorum from his Albanian side.
I think so.
He's
fight
dumbed
to-
it down too much that he can't do like an email. Like he can't sign up on an email list.
Like all of a sudden his computer catches on fire. Oh, Albert did bad or something. I don't know. All of a sudden he's a caveman.
Smash.
He breaks the computer in half and he offers it to me. I'm like, no, like, no. Good, Albert.
He tries to eat it.
Yeah. All right. Enough about that. All right. So yesterday we got an interesting text from Sauce.
Yes.
And I at first I'm like, you look fine, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I'm hiding it.
Yeah, I can,
hiding it.
okay. So yesterday he said, what'd you say?
I said, I'm canceling my show tonight because I hurt my shoulder at work.
And what is it that you do?
I work as in a dog groomer's salon, and I wash the dogs. Pretty much, I prepped all the dogs before they go get a haircut. So yeah, I lifted a dog that was a little too heavy.
How many pounds was this dog, you think?
He had been about 150. He was a husky.
Ooh.
He was a big husky.
Well, I mean, you were able to lift up the 500 pounds of Albert.
But he's not going to hurl this dog over his shoulder.
And it's not covered in fur. Wait, he's Albanian. Never mind.
But
Surprisingly, he has very little fur. Anyway, I know.
But it was weird because, and it's a culmination of things. So, one of the other dog washers quit about a month ago.
Oh, geez.
So it's just been me doing the work for two people, and so it's just been in and out. I'm trying to get this picture.
How much does it pay? Albert might need a job.
Right?
Yeah.
that's the husky.
That is a beautiful dog.
It was,
I love
it
huskies.
was huge.
Just text it to
Husky
me.
my ass. He's fat.
And then so I'm trying to turn them in the tub so I can wash the other side, and of course he's dead weighting me, not wanting to turn.
They go the opposite way.
Yeah.
No selling. Hardcore.
So
Yeah.
I have the lead and I'm pulling over and he's not moving, and so I do this trick where I just hook my arm underneath their hips and I just pick them up and swing them. And so as soon as I go to lift, the dog dead weighted at the same time, and I just heard pop, and my shoulder just
It's
popped.
that shoulder, right?
It's my right shoulder.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and then it just went boom, and I was just like, oh shit. And then I had to finish the dog, and then try to dry him, and then I was like, okay, I can power through this. And I got the next dog, and then I was like, no, I cannot power through this. And so, so I just left the place a mess, and I was just like, hey, I gotta get out of here. And I left the 2 dog groomers by themselves.
Aw.
Yeah, they were loaded yesterday too. I felt bad. It was just like,
Well, I mean, if you can't lift anything,
Yeah.
there's not really much you can do.
and
they're running a Chihuahua special. That's the
Yeah,
only thing you
yeah.
can really do.
and it's
Pivot.
something I've
Bring
done.
4, get the 5th one free.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's something I've done like hundreds of times already. Like just swing them around and like I did like a 200-pound dog like that and like nothing, you know. And but the fact this dog just dead weighted me, it was just like, oh, dude, I was so.
Did you
pissed.
punch the dog?
I wanted to so bad.
Aw. Oh, the poor little puppy.
And it's a husky too, so
Yeah.
like they're in the tub, the water hits them, they're like rah 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 rah, like screaming. And,
Yeah.
no. I put the dryer on him, then you know all the undercoat's coming out, and he's just like, I'm
See,
disintegrated.
the fact that you're finishing up shows your dedication. Your arm is over here turning all blue.
yeah,
You know, and it's going to fall off pretty soon,
Yeah.
but you're over here blow drying the dog.
right, and
You know?
it's just, and the other thing is like the 2 people I work with, they're like really fucking cool, and you know I like my job, so it's just like I felt bad leaving them hanging because
Yeah.
I know they work fucking hard too, you know, and it's just like, oh shit.
They don't have like a little elevator thing where they can put the dog on and then
It just
you
spins.
lock them up into like
like
a
a
little
hoist or something.
Yeah, and it goes.
Yeah, the tables lift up. Yeah, our tables lift up, the drying tables and everything.
Well, no, I mean just to load them up into the washing bin.
Oh yeah. We have a ramp. We
Oh,
can do
okay.
a ramp, but getting him in was fine because he can jump in there by himself.
Oh,
Yeah,
turning him
Yeah,
was the
just
issue.
turning him in the tub to wash the other side of him because I can't.
You should have like a lazy Susan thing where you can just.
Dude, I
Yeah, that'd be
wish.
awesome, yeah.
Right,
Get some of
right.
that BDSM like harness equipment that they
Right,
use to like
right.
harness people up and like turn them around and stuff.
Actually,
when
that's
they're
not a
in
bad idea.
diapers.
You put like a harness and then you just pull, and so then he's lifted up,
They
and
do-
then you can easily turn him.
They do make some. I've seen those in other dog groomer places. They have like it's like a hammock.
Yeah.
it's for those little dogs that they don't want their nails done, so they
Yeah.
hang them and their feet are just hanging, and they just clip in their nails.
I mean, like necessity apparently was the mother of invention.
Oh man, but yeah, so like the shoulder popped, and then like I got a little bit more move. Like I can do this.
I guess it just takes a little time.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, he did it. He did it.
But I've
oh
done
no,
it
wait, that was
before.
your flab. I thought that was something else. Sorry.
You're being so brave for us, buddy. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, but yeah.
Okay, wait.
I'm pretty sure I can rehab it
On a scale of 1 to 10, what was that?
for like pain.
Yeah.
It's about a 7, but I'm like,
Oh, that's not-
I'm used to pain.
Yeah.
you know, so.
I know, but you don't want to do permanent damage. You know.
but I've done on this. Like I tore.
Yeah,
this,
you did permanent damage. Right?
I tore my rotator cuff.
Trying
on
to
that,
match the
but
set.
Yeah.
From that, the sports medicine experience I had with this, the day after surgery, they had me out of the sling already moving.
Yeah.
And they're just like, just keep moving. It's all mobility. And then I got into mobility. So even then, like if I've hurt a shoulder, I can rehab it myself. But yeah, I got to get to the doctor for workers' comp and all that shit. But I'm going to opt for like sports, I'm going to opt for therapy, just
Yeah.
'cause
Yeah.
I know I can work through it, and I'm a guy that doesn't do like, I don't take a leave. I don't take
Yeah.
anti-inflammatories. I don't take painkillers.
So I have to toot your horn, Sauce, because
Bend over.
yeah, please make it a lot easier.
How else is he going to do it?
Yeah, I mean, come on, dude. Duh. Okay, so we get a text from Albert this morning. Hey guys, not feeling well, can't make it to the show.
Right.
What the fuck? You know?
So the regular Sunday morning text.
Surprisingly, he's actually here quite a bit of the time.
Yeah.
The 2 people are Dan and K-Rod, more K-Rod than Dan. But Dan, every once in a while, will say, hey, guys, I got the sniffles. I'm going to stay home.
Yeah.
I have
know.
AIDS.
Yeah. Not even something like that.
Nothing creative.
Yeah.
I don't want to give it to you guys through
Yeah.
air.
Or kissing or blood.
But K-Rod is like, hey, guys, I ran a 5K. My hamstring is acting up. Can't make it in. I'm like, dude, we're not going to make you do laps.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it's literally...
This isn't the
would've-
physical challenge week.
It's like from the car to the chair, from the chair to the car. That's
Right,
it.
right.
You know, and that's fine. You know, I mean, I don't call anybody for that. Like as far as like,
Yeah.
if you're not feeling well, then by all means, dude.
Yeah.
You know,
You're not contractually obligated to be here.
Right,
This is a
exactly.
fun thing
We
we're
actually
doing.
are, but
That's what that shackle is.
yeah. Well, I have 2 of them.
there's a
on
basement
Sauce.
down here too that we
Yeah.
have to stay in here for a while.
Oh yeah, we got trapped down there. I forgot
Yeah,
about
all
that.
the old hosts, all the old co-hosts are down there, which I need to unclog the drain
starting to
down there.
stink.
Yeah, but anyways,
That's what that smell is.
but with Sauce, I'm thinking like Dan and I are having our own conversation about are you coming or not, And so I said, let me find out. He was of the mentality that he was of the thought of coming, he was going to show up. Dan is all like, dude, describe, like basically you describe your injury. He's like, I don't think he's coming in. And I'm literally like, I beg to differ.
I mean, that's true. But I mean, like, if his arm is just like laying there,
I know, right?
I'm like, can he even drive? I'm like, I don't. So that's how I'm.
He texted me a picture of Patrick Swayze from Roadhouse. It said, "Pain don't hurt." I think he's coming in.
Yeah. And then, so last night he texts, hey, so I have a friend. Can he still come? I'm all like, I completely forgot all about that. Like that was the last thing on my mind. I'm all like, okay, that's fine, because I'm thinking about his shoulder. I'm all like, I'm really not expecting him in the morning.
I didn't want to show up with an extra person. You'd be like, oh, I just wanted to confirm,
Oh, well, no. You had mentioned it before, and I think I said it was fine, but just the fact that all this had happened, and I'm all like, oh, yeah, that's right, his friend. Because, again, his shoulder, because we don't know what condition, you were in. Yeah. I'm expecting you to be in a sling.
Right,
or like this the whole time, like it's,
the
like
cast thing, like in a movie,
mobilizer,
Well, like what's that movie, Rookie of the Year or something? With the kids,
like
Rosenberger,
yeah,
funky butt loving.
but you seem fine. I guess you're hiding it still. I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I just gotta let it settle.
But I mean, like, how come you don't take like Excedrin or something that's not addictive, but it seems to take the edge off?
I've kind of like, my brother a long time ago got a kidney disease, and so and mainly it was him because he worked for like Chipotle, was really demanding. He was like the area manager for all the Chipotles in DFW, and so
we call that the Widowmaker.
Yeah. And so he got a regimen of just like taking a leave or ibuprofen all the time, and it just slowly just affected his kidneys. And so when that happened, like 15 years ago, they gave him like 6 months to live. Oh. And so it happened like 15 years ago. And then it's just like, okay, well, I got to take all this out. And it just, in turn, I did it too. And then it just got to, so I've had like 3 surgeries, and I've never used any pain medication.
Oh, wow.
Or either. I never needed it either, because it's like, oh, I don't even feel the pain or anything like that. And then I just kind of just stayed off that. So really, I just ice everything. Okay. Ice and therapy, and it seemed to work more beneficial for me, just because mobility exercises, everything like that. It actually took away a lot of pain for me. Just,
I mean, I'm not a big. I do have a lot of medicine and medication stuff like that to help when I need it, but I don't take it very often. But man, when I need it, like whenever, like at that moment where it's like, okay, all right, it's good to have it.
Yeah.
But like I won't take Tylenol or Excedrin just on willy-nilly. It's like, my head slightly hurts. No. But if it's like a 9.
What about like the baby aspirin, like that, like 81 milligram that they, for like heart health?
Well, some of it, that should be fine. But obviously that's a conversation you have with your own doctor, because those are blood thinners. But and that's the idea. They want it to thin your blood. But not necessarily have the same effect of, because they do say you can take aspirin a day, or even baby aspirin a day to help, with her heart health.
Got that in my regimen.
Right, exactly. But should a 32-year-old be doing that? Probably not. But you know what? Conversation to have with your primary.
Thanks. I didn't think I looked 32.
No, I wasn't talking about you specifically. I was just in general. I actually went with 42, but then I subtracted 10.
I'm turning 42 in July.
Well, because I'm thinking that as a 42-year-old, maybe you might want to start taking that, but that's a conversation with you and your doctor.
Got it.
Yeah, and then painkillers for me too. It's just horrible. Like I am horrible on painkillers. Like I take it and it's just like nightmares, and it just makes me feel like shit. And so I just quit painkillers altogether. And it was like the best thing I could have done for me.
So how much weed do you have to smoke in order for that to be better?
I took about 150 milligram edible last night.
Okay,
and then I smoked.
Slept like a baby.
Yeah, and it was hard to get comfortable too, man. It was just you don't realize like until you lose an arm, you're like, oh shit, and then you start banging it into shit too. You're just trying to get around the house, and you're just banging your arm into shit that you never.
Well, it's just flopping around like that.
You know, banging into stuff like
weird floppy appendage, just hitting everything.
Yeah, I hate it when that happens.
Yeah, dude, I was just so upset yesterday, just the whole thing, because then I had to cancel the show.
Yeah.
And
And I was still coming over, and I got that text of like, "Hey, what was the text?"
I was just like, "Hey, if you're gonna come, don't be too late. I'm tired and pissed." I was like,
but I took that as like, he's in pain. This is not great.
Yeah.
As soon as I get paid, or as soon as we're done, I gotta go. Like, I furiously found like the address from like when I stayed over last time, and I was like, I'm on my way, and you're like, oh, cool, and you still sent me the address. I was like, I'm already on the way.
was like,
Dude.
I
Don't worry
forgot
about it.
to
Don't worry about it.
But yeah, and then because the wrestling show I had to cancel. Is just like the guy I'm wrestling, Scotty. He was like the promoter of the company and everything. He's a good friend of mine. We've known him for a long time. So it's just one of these things we're trying to build, because I don't know how many more matches I got left in me. So for me to miss a match, it's very like shit. Because I like this year, I think I've only done like 2 or 3 shows this year. Last year I think I did like 5 or 6 total. Year before that I was about 50, 52, and then it just kind of just dropped because it's just like
It's a huge drop.
yeah. So because just getting tired, but I'm trying to keep them as the ones I really want. I want to keep those bookings. So like the fact that I missed that last night, it was just like, oh, dude, it was a bummer, dude. It was a bummer.
I was, because I was doing lawn work when you sent that text message, and so I was like, well, he just popped his shoulder out. How is he going to? So in my mind, I'm picturing Cody Rhodes at the Hell in the Cell with
with his purple, his purple
Torn
shit.
pec.
Oh no, dude, they don't pay me enough to fucking work injured. You know what I'm saying? Which I probably could have worked injured, which would have been fine.
But you don't want to risk it.
Yeah, because the guy I'm working, I know he's safe and he would be cool, but I wouldn't be able to like throw him around or anything.
Yeah.
Like that. So I'm just like, no, I'm not.
You could have done this whole act where you suddenly developed telepathy.
Right?
where he throws himself.
Scotty comes running after me. I'm like,
Yeah.
Just stops in the middle of the ring. What
Yeah.
the hell?
And he throws himself. Oh,
yeah.
So,
but yeah, I feel better today. But yeah, I still got to get through workers' comp. I got to go get checked out so they can determine whatever.
Well, they got to clear you basically.
Yeah,
the doctor's got to say you're either good for work or you're not good for work.
Right.
And if you're not, then
Cha-ching.
And they're screwed
Yeah.
at work too, because like
They don't have another dog washer.
they don't have one, and then they weren't planning on hiring anybody because they didn't get approval from the corporate to hire a new person. So they're stuck.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and I don't know like what they can do, but it's just like, well, shit.
Well, they're going to have to clear one now, I guess.
Because they rely on their commission, the dog groomer. So it's like that's going to affect their money.
Yeah.
Me missing my show last night affected my money, stuff like that, and that's what I hate.
the groomers are going to have to wash the damn dogs. Ain't nothing about that.
Right. But still, I mean, if you do that, because then they're going to have like 2 dogs for the day, because it's going to take the wash, the dry, the cut. That's 2 or 3 hours a dog, stuff like that. So that cuts back on their stuff.
Everybody gets a buzz cut.
Yeah.
Gonna have to offer like a boutique experience.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to really pivot and market it as like an artisan dog wash that takes like 9 hours.
Yeah.
It's gonna be $300.
Some of them, we did like a 200-pound Irish wolfhound the other day.
Jesus.
It was a 5-hour job. It was a 5-hour job on it.
Jesus, what the fuck? I literally take my dogs out back and spray them down with the hose. Like, they love it.
Some of these need like hella maintenance, man. Like, and people that like, because we get a lot of doodles, and everybody's like, "Oh, doodles, yeah, they're so cute." But man, there's a lot of maintenance, dude. We shaved down a lot of doodles because nobody brushes them.
Well, when I was a kid, we had a poodle, and we would take her to get groomed and all that. Maybe 3 times a year, or something.
It's supposed to be like 6 weeks.
No, because we would cut her hair.
Yeah.
No, we would cut her hair at home. We had the little
Yeah.
clippers or whatever. But when we wanted her to look like a poodle, with the little bows or whatever and all that was fine. She was a mean little bitch. but anyway, but yeah, I mean that's I don't even know how long it took. Like maybe an hour. Maybe I don't know. They even did the flea dip. That was kind of cool. Anyway, all right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and take a little break on the House Machismo podcast. When we come back, we're gonna do something a little gay. Yeah.
Hey, yo.
Happy Pride.
Right up your alley.
Right up
Get it?
your right up your alley. All right, we'll be back. Hey guys, check out this video on the House of Machismo podcast. It's House of Machismo.
Welcome back to House of Machismo with Marty, Just Albert, Pretty Boy Dan, Sauce, and K-Rod. You're listening to House of Machismo.
Hey guys, welcome back to the House of Machismo podcast. Dan, what instrument are you going to play today that doesn't work with
The clam.
Okay. Okay. So this is his version of Unhinged. Yeah, I know.
Okay,
Little weak.
That's not the most unhinged thing I've said so
It's
far.
like the 90s equivalent of a guy at the party at the lampshade and it's like, "Whoa, Dan, look out, Dan's had a few." Got the lampshade on his head.
I like this guy. This guy gets me.
Once again, like I said, you're my more successful variant, but just by a little bit.
Yeah, I understand. Absolutely.
But I don't put the lampshade on at parties. It's the tie. The tie goes.
Yeah. It's levels. It's like tie. Uh-oh, Dan's got a buzz on.
It's
Look
all
out.
about party,
no.
baby.
Cocktails. More cherries in my cocktail, please.
Make that Shirley dirty, please.
Make it extra dirty. I want to call her more than Shirley.
See, it's almost like TGI Friday kind of unhinged.
Yeah.
You know, like ABC's in the in the 90s.
And we're still working it up, all right?
Yeah.
The unhinged pretty boy gimmick just got introduced about 2 months ago.
Okay.
Going from 0 to like 150
Yeah.
is just too much of a culture
The
shock.
Danimal will be fully released, fully unleashed on in August, like in the fall.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's like that skit on Kids in the Hall, that guy that's addicted to girl drinks. He's like homeless and everything. He's like putting liquor in an umbrella, fruits, makes fruity drinks. He's just addicted to fruity drinks.
Interesting that you bring that up, Sauce, because it is Pride Month. We'll go ahead and say it is Pride Month.
Yes, it is.
And we were actually going to do a couple of things because I thought this is how much you really shouldn't just believe every meme that you read out there. Because I look a lot of stuff up just to make sure. I kept on seeing a lot of memes that it's also Veterans Appreciation Month for June.
Okay.
It is not.
Oh.
It is not. We were actually going to do something about that in the last half of the show until I'm like, well, let me just make sure. But no, it is not.
It's because it's Pride Month. They try to
right.
I love you, Marty, because you vet things that to make sure that they're not fake or gay.
Exactly. Yeah. But when it's something gay, we definitely will jump on it.
No, yeah.
And that's not the
Wait a
only
minute.
thing we
Wait.
jump on.
Ass first.
Yeah, exactly. That's enough Wonder Woman. Anyway, all the kitty cats in here. Oh God.
Yeah, she's
anyway,
usually
A lot of stuff going on underneath
Very
here, guys.
she starts trouble.
And pets.
If she gets on the table, just kind of like, excuse me.
Yeah.
But they're trying to, if she'll hang on with the claws, just kind of, careful with the table. I'm just saying.
Like a studio cat. I
Yeah.
like it.
Oh gosh. Anyway. All right. So hey guys. So unfortunately, it's not Veterans Month. There really isn't one.
Yeah,
the closest thing is like November.
I'm at half mast.
Yeah. So am I. Anyway. But that has nothing to do with veterans.
Yeah.
for the veterans or the
My default setting is half mast.
Yeah.
gay.
But I thought it'd be kind of cool if we did something for Pride Month. And so raise your hand if you're straight. All right. Oh, look, all of us. Oh, gee, what are the odds?
Yeah.
Albert and
Raise your
K-Rod
right
aren't
hand
here.
if you're straight. Sauce. Oh,
Yeah.
gay.
I'm trying.
I'm so straight.
I'm an ally.
All right. So Albert and K-Rod aren't here, so we can't really do too much, But what we're gonna do is that I'm gonna have you guys play a little quiz game on our gay, pride, LGBT plus vocabulary.
Oh God! I think we're gonna fail. Boy, if it's not the first 4, I'm out. And I don't. You gotta get me.
I'm passing with flying colors, bud.
Dan's like, I don't believe in that gay stuff.
Now, I will tell you this, that it is multiple choice.
Okay, well,
Okay.
there's maybe a chance.
Yeah, so there's Dan, there's Sauce, and then there's Mitzi's Piddle.
I casually listen to RuPaul's Drag Race in the background
Oh,
because
nice.
my significant other watches
lot of
RuPaul's
people-
Drag Race a lot.
A lot of people like it. I mean, they say it's really cool as far as art goes, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll check it
It's
out.
pretty interesting.
But I don't
people-
have that time.
And
so I
people
don't
always
never check
say,
it out.
like, a lot of people are always like, wrestling is just like gay, like straight drag or something. Like it's like
yeah.
drag, yeah.
It's very non-binary theater.
I've always seen wrestling as like a male equivalent to the daily soap operas. That's how I've seen it.
Yeah.
And
Testosterone novellas.
yeah,
Yes.
exactly. And
Very
then-
much so.
And then the little niche community that I'm in called the VTuber community, right? It's basically streaming with an anime avatar. It's basically professional wrestling, and I'm like, which is all really relates to professional wrestling.
You're like
one
a
way or
digital
the other.
furry.
I mean, yeah, you know. If you
Yeah.
want to say it that way, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't call it that.
pretty
but,
masculine and
but,
straight, you know.
oversimplify it.
yeah,
Yes.
but I mean, somebody.
There's a lot
did
of
call-
nuance, man.
Some people did call me Sasquatch the other day when I walked out of the forest with my no shirt on. So
He's very hairy.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so has anybody actually seen what's a gay movie that you guys seen? Where it was like either gay themes or the characters, the main characters were gay
Oh, like Brokeback Mountain or something?
or something
that?
like that. Doesn't
They go
necessarily.
to.
Brokeback Mountain's a good movie, though. It's more of a love story than a gay thing. You know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chasing Amy.
yeah.
But I mean, it was great when like it's one of those like things about Kevin Smith movies. Like some of them age like just bad
Yeah.
bread. You know, it's just
Yeah.
like that one, especially because it's like originally that movie was supposed to be like take place in high school.
Yeah.
And so like he still kept that dialogue, but the cast is like adults and they're like making indie comics and all this other stuff, and they're dealing with like sexuality and stuff. But like Ben Affleck's like, I can change her, dude. I can change her, you know. And then he does, but because he's Ben Affleck,
Yeah.
and
Of
you know,
course.
yeah. And then it's like there's all that stuff that happens, but it's later, like in hindsight, it's a lot more problematic, and like he's copped to it, but it's just like that's one of those gay movies that
Yeah.
I really like, that I really enjoyed, like.
I think I've seen. God, what's it called?
I'm forgetting. I think it was like what Kevin Smith and Adam Sandler. Different Kevin Smith.
Kevin James.
Kevin
I
James.
now
Chuck and
pronounce
Larry.
Chuck and Larry.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
It's not
that's
really gay.
No,
but
it's
it's
not.
also
no.
like
no.
It's Marty.
Straight
It's
Dan
Marty and Albert.
on
Yeah.
Pride Month.
And as a matter of fact, this is what I don't like is that when they do stuff like that, because I really didn't like that movie. I saw it.
I don't
first
remember
of all,
it at all,
First of all, the gay kid in the movie couldn't even get the role that he was looking for in the School Musical.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck? Who's auditioning else? I was like, this kid's perfect for it. Like, this
Yeah.
guy should be like in a special school for this.
the gayer the better for theater. All right,
Yeah,
that's just
but
how
You
that
guys
works.
see Fame?
But he didn't get the part for some reason. Anyway, but I'm like, but they try to guy up Adam Sandler like so much out of it. It's so stupid. It's but then also I'm just shitting on the movie. I'm all like, Jessica Biel and Adam Sandler are not a love interest. That's dude, that's your daughter.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah.
But anyways,
I
no,
think he just really doesn't like Adam Sandler.
I have not seen a good movie that he's in. I have not one. Sorry,
One Adam Sandler movie?
not one Adam Sandler movie.
Like High Tension was another like kind of gay. Like I mean, it was French, so
Yeah.
like that's kind of a
I remember that movie.
yeah. I mean, it's like it had those like that gay like kind of undertone, like a lesbian kind of theme where it's like obsession and there's a whole bunch of the twist. I don't want to get into.
I've seen more series that are more like gay based, but not movies. Because I don't know, there really aren't a whole lot out there. I
Because
guess
it's hard to. I think it's hard to like tell like a story like that within like this 2-hour framework. Like it's better in series form because there's a lot of nuance that happens like within the gay experience and stuff like that your day-to-day stuff, like everything, they're just like us.
Yeah, absolutely. Like Will and Grace. First of all, I saw that from the conception, from the very beginning. Love the show because it's so hilarious. And I tried telling some of my other friends about it. It's like, dude, watch it. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
But they think it's just full of just nothing but
Barbara Streisand jokes,
Yeah, and guys
Cher
making out or
cameos,
Don't be
Something
all
like
in my face with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's like, dude, it's just so clever the way that they do all that stuff,
Yeah.
and they make fun of themselves. But also, there was this Netflix series that I forget. Oh, Sense8. Sense8.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
SEN.
The
Yeah.
Wachowski siblings.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that first of all,
Yeah, now,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
they were Wachowski Starship at one point.
but I remember watching it thinking, what is this? Like, I have no idea what it is. Like, one day I'm just exploring Netflix. And then from the first episode, I'm like, oh, this isn't bad. And so basically, it has a few gay or LGBT, whatever, characters in there. They're characters, but that's not the story. The story is
It's
like
not their gimmick. Like, their
Right.
sexual identity isn't their entire thing.
Right.
But every letter is represented.
That's
Almost,
Yeah,
pretty
pretty
much,
much.
yeah. Yeah, but they do such a good story to it because it's like this global thing of these people that were born or experimented on in a certain way where they can communicate with each other through their mind, no matter where they are, but they draw from their experience and knowledge. Like, they have this one lady, I think she was from Korea or something, who was like this expert martial artist. And so this other person from the other side of the world that really needed that expertise at that one time could draw from that. All of a sudden, they're this expert
I know
martial
Kung
art.
Fu.
Yeah, just incredible.
okay,
And
Keanu.
but or they're like right there with them, like they can communicate, like they're in the same room even though they're so far apart. It's like this. It's a huge, immense story. The way
That's
that they
awesome.
did it.
Like, I bet it was like visually interesting, like
was-
how you can kind of play with that, like them being in the same room,
Yeah.
but also like.
But then
worlds
also
apart and stuff.
now the fun part was like they had like this big massive orgy in a way, which I'm all like, okay, I guess that could work.
Was it a mind orgy? More?
Yeah, it was a mind orgy. It's like but obviously because the characters were there. But a couple of the characters do fall in love. I think two of the different characters fall in love. This one lady, she's from India, and she's getting married to this guy who has a lot of money.
Like the arranged marriage thing.
Yeah, but falls in love with one of the other guys in the group who's from Ireland. But the guy from India is not a bad guy. He's actually a pretty cool guy. But once they start understanding what's going on, it's like, yeah, in a way you can have a relationship with this person because physically they're not there. You know, he starts understanding is like
It's that Black Mirror episode, San Junipero, or that other one.
I barely got into Black Mirror, which I like.
But there was
yeah.
that other episode where like the guys were they were playing video games, right? Like, and
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah, I remember
like
that one.
they like ended up hooking up in the video games and like falling for each other.
Yeah.
And it was
VR.
like VR. Like,
It's
They're like
kind of
best
like
friends.
that.
Yeah.
But just imagine, just in your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, but it was a really good series, and so it had gone off the air for like a couple of years. Like
It did, yeah.
And then all of a sudden they're like, okay, well we're not going. Netflix is like, we're not going to renew the series, but we'll give you a 2 or 3 hour final movie to wrap everything up, and they did, and it was very well done.
I don't remember. I think I watched a little bit of it. I don't
You
think
should really watch it. I think you enjoy it. It's very action packed.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
like there's like mobsters or whatever. Like for the Irish guy, because you delve into the lives of these individuals that are complicating the mission that they're trying to figure out. It's like, what's going on with us, you know?
right.
And they realize they're not the only ones in the world like this, and that it's like like I said, a whole big global thing going on and all that.
Well, honestly, I think that's really the way to tell those kinds of stories, right? I mean, sure, you have the characters, but they're just, like us every single day.
Yeah.
Right? There was a form of media by Don't Nod Entertainment, the guys who made the Life is Strange series. I don't know if you guys are
think I heard of
familiar
that.
with
that sounds familiar.
It's basically
I never heard of it.
It's basically it's basically like a visual novel, like because you make choices and you affect the storyline. But they had one, and it was a little bit out there. It was called Tell Me Why. It was a 3-episode
Backstreet Boys movie.
Yeah, yep,
It's a
exactly.
Backstreet Boys
Tell
series.
me why.
I knew it.
we sang that last week.
We did.
We literally sang that. last week.
Callback.
Call back all the way back to last week.
Flawlessly.
Yes.
Go on.
But basically, it was about this a transgender man who witnessed his mother's death, and it was pinned on him, right? And so it wasn't the main focus of the story. It was part of the storyline, right? Like they thought, she was against him, right, because of that. But
It's like a motive of
but
sorts.
yeah, it felt like it was a motive, but it was a whodunit, right? So basically, you're trying to figure out what happened all those years ago to piece together everything, and they had twins, so it was twin sisters. One transitioned to a man, and they could communicate via telepathy.
Whoa.
And so it was a fun game. It was a really good whodunit, and it was like you had to solve puzzles and stuff like that. I just think that was the way to tell that kind of
like
story.
there's-
It doesn't. If you just have the story being, "Hey, this person's transgender," you're gonna get a lot of resistance because you're like, "Okay, well, what's the problem, right?" Like, you're-
Well, I think it depends on the mission of the story, meaning that if you're trying to tell the story of that person and how they, they struggled through that, then that's the story, that's the movie. But that's tailored to someone more specific. Obviously, it's not for the mainstream.
You're gonna have a niche experience, right?
Right.
That's not gonna appeal to a broader
Yeah,
set.
but I love that about like new media now is like you can tell these stories and you can
Yeah.
have like that nuance and you can tell these niche
Different
stories.
perspectives
Yeah, different
and-
perspectives and like everybody has a voice and there's different like avenues in which that can be like dispersed and like disseminated and stuff like that. So like it new media is great like for telling those smaller stories and individual stories like that.
Yeah.
So, from those perspectives.
I agree. No, anyway.
I believe Moonlight.
Clip that.
Yeah.
I believe Moonlight was something like that.
I
I didn't
liked
get to see it,
Moonlight.
but they said it was really good.
Yeah, Moonlight was really good. I really enjoyed that one. That one and Blue is the Warmest Color. Have you ever seen that?
Haven't heard that
Oh,
one.
that's a good one. That's and the scenes in that are pretty graphic, but it's a good movie.
Yeah.
Dallas Buyers Club, I think, would still probably.
That was pretty good too. Yeah. That's more like a
I
true
haven't
story.
I haven't seen a lot of these. Like, anyway.
We're gonna have to have like a gay movie club.
Oh my God, can't wait. Oh my God.
Slay.
Honey.
Another one I liked was Hedwig and the Angry Inch, which was a rock opera.
What kind of inch are we talking about?
Well, it's about a transgender person that leads a rock band, and they had a botched bottom surgery.
Oh.
And that's why the band's called the Angry Inch and left them with an inch of penis.
Oh.
Oh,
It's a
dear.
rock opera. It's really good. Yeah.
Oh, I did see this one movie. I think it starred James Franco, and he played like a gay porn star or something like that. Yeah, I forget what it's called.
Isn't that an HBO show or something like that? Was it an HBO show?
I think it was a movie.
Oh, really?
It had something to do. God. Anyways, you think I would have? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what
Yeah.
what I remember was that there was this kid that he turned 18 and he got into a fight with his mom, so he left, and he moved to California, apparently to do gay porn. I guess like he lived in this guy's house that he produced
Nights?
content.
Yeah.
Content house.
Yeah. Well, he produced.
Bob House.
This took place like in the 90s or something, or the late 90s. He was producing like online content. And so he started making a lot of money off of this kid who just turned 18.
Yeah.
And I think James Franco played the counterpart of the competitor.
Yeah.
He lived in a huge mansion and whatever and had some boy toy or whatever.
God, it sounds familiar.
It sounds, yeah. But I think
It sounds like 9 other James Franco movies.
I think
honestly.
so. Yeah, where he's playing anyway.
Yeah.
Well, he's very open into those roles apparently. So.
Oh yeah, in real life too.
Yeah. Well, like in JFK, that movie 11/23, whatever. I think
Oh, yeah.
he's
63 or
yeah,
something
he's
like
making out with a dude. Not on camera. I'm behind
Yeah,
the
it
scenes,
was-
like you said in real life.
Yeah.
No, but anyway, I don't remember the title of that movie. Just search what I said and.
that. James
Good
Franco
luck.
gay.
Good luck.
A lot of stuff's gonna come
God,
up.
it's just gonna be like endless Google searches.
Thousands of results.
Yeah.
And then for whatever reason, it's going to have the one with the Eminem interview. Where
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, oh yeah, I'm gay, and I've just been leaving gay little breadcrumbs going around.
I'm just saying
years.
that if he were to come out, it would be like, oh well, big surprise.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we're gonna play that game. I don't know what to call it. We'll call it the
Q and gay.
We'll call it the Albert Challenge.
Okay.
The Just Albert Challenge.
Just
That's our
Albert.
challenge
All right. So here are the rules.
for Pride Month edition.
Yeah. Here are the rules. Answer the question correctly, you get a point. Boom. That's it. That's
Okay.
literally it.
All right.
Okay.
Alrighty.
How do you think we should do this? Individually, or do you guys want to raise your hands?
Oh, we can do it individually.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so Dan. Wait till I finish reading the multiple choices, by the way, guys.
Okay.
Dan, what is a bear in gay culture? Hold on. A, someone who hibernates in winter. B, a large, hairy gay man. C, a very protective boyfriend. Or D, a gym enthusiast.
I really, really want to say A, but it's B.
B, a large, hairy gay man. That is correct.
Yippee!
Hey.
Yeah, you get a hey.
That's
Hey!
Okay, so anytime somebody gets an answer correctly, you
gonna have
guys
to go,
make
"Hey."
that. Yeah, you guys make that noise. Okay,
Wrong's gonna have to be like, honey.
there you go.
Something like that.
All right, ready? Sauce.
Yes.
An otter refers to a gay man who is shy and reclusive, slippery in relationships, thin but hairy, or obsessed with swimming.
I'm going to say thin and hairy.
That is correct.
Hey.
I don't have the answer key by me. I just kind of know these terms.
He just happens to know.
Yeah.
He's a James Franco fan. What do we?
I'm a francophile.
Okay. All right, Jeremy. A twink is usually described as an
Me?
old. Yeah. Probably not. Anyway, a older gay man, a young, slender, smooth-skinned gay man,
Smooth skin.
a fitness instructor, or someone who glows in the dark.
It's B.
Hey!
Correct. I like how you clutched your pearls there for a second.
No, I mean, just the-
yeah.
Just that. You were, what was it? What was the thing? You
The
were,
smooth skin?
Yeah, smooth skin.
Yeah.
It's
Like
like
the long answer.
yeah.
He's
It's like
smooth
light skin.
skin.
It's like a black guy. It's just like, yeah, he a twink. He a smooth skin.
It's a smooth skin.
He a hairy skin.
All right, Dan. Which term is often used to describe a muscular gay man who spends a lot of time in the gym?
Okay.
A cub, a pup. Sorry.
Oh.
A cub, a pup, a gym rat, or a jock.
Oh.
I think I'm going to call it Albert.
That would be correct. You get 2 points.
Hey.
C? I'm going to go with C. I don't
A
know.
gym rat?
Yeah.
It is not.
Oh.
Oh, honey.
Honey.
It is a jock.
Oh, okay.
A jock. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, like a jock strap. I get it now. I get
Yeah.
it.
No, like a jock athlete, you know.
Well, yeah. Well, I know.
You know, because, you know, in high school there were jocks.
Yeah, but
and
they
there
wear jock straps, and that's just covering your junk, right? It's
They're
just
being
covering your
ironic.
jock,
It's
right?
like they're doing a kitsch thing, like a John Waters deal.
There's a reason why they're wearing jock straps.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's kind of hot, right?
Well, it's
Okay.
Honey.
it's easy entry.
What it is,
Yeah,
apparently.
apparently, you don't have to take anything off.
Yeah.
He's not
Sauce
wrong.
is a smooth skin.
Yeah. It's like they invented this to do that, but
Yeah.
mother was a necessity of invention, apparently.
Yeah.
Had to
So-
drown this
Some guy
otter.
came in and was like, no, it's for protection. They had to straighten it up. Like, oh, no, not for that.
Why aren't there? Why isn't there a back? I mean, I'm just.
Oh, the thing is,
Airflow?
it's supposed to help your balls.
Yeah, I mean, you got to like, I mean, it's all tucked in there.
Right,
I mean, like,
right. But then also for the fact that, hey, let's just make this underwear that helps support your front. But you know what? How about if we don't have a back?
Right.
Well, I mean, you don't have to take it off if you need to take a shit.
I mean, it's like ventilation. I mean, you're going to have like two sets of underwear, one that's like very, very restrictive, and then you're going to get like, I mean,
It's like wearing. You mean like wearing pants?
sort of, but not really. I mean, that would be 3 layers.
yeah.
Okay,
That's a
one
swamp
extra layer.
ass situation, man. That's a
How many layers does an athlete? You know,
Like,
anyway.
this jock strap feels like pants.
Gonna have a swamp thing, you know?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's
Hashtag
fine.
ban pants.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Just I
I'm
never.
banning pants right now. I'm wearing shorts. Y'all can't see it, but yeah, I'm wearing shorts.
I just don't see like I never seen like a fresh athlete like after football practice like, look, I don't have swamp ass, you know.
Yeah.
It's like it's 110 outside, you just finished playing football, something swampy. I'm just saying.
But ventilation, you know, it's just
Okay.
like
all right.
stuff flowing.
The ass needs to flow. It has
Yeah.
to ventilate. I get it. All right.
All right, I guess we should go on to Rob, huh?
Yeah. All right, Rob. What is a cub? Is it A, a bear's younger boyfriend, a gay man who likes camping, a new member to the LGBTQ community, or someone who collects teddy bears?
The first one?
Bear's younger boyfriend. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
All right, that is correct.
Hey.
Oh.
All right. A drag queen is someone who only watches RuPaul's Drag Race, dresses in elaborate makeup and clothing for performance, drives a fancy car, or rules over LGBTQ clubs. I would say, or all the above.
Well, the gatekeeper. That's a gatekeeper. What was the second one?
The second one is dresses in elaborate makeup and clothing for performance.
I'm going with B.
With B? Okay, well, that would be correct.
Yippee!
Yay! All right. What does...
Yes, that's what we should have gone with. Was
Yes.
Oh, yes.
All right. What does GNC stand for in the LGBTQ plus community?
Isn't that a supplement store?
But in the
Pickup joint.
LGBTQ plus community.
Hey, you know what? They need their supplements too.
Yeah.
All right. Does it stand for Gay National Coalition, Gender Not Confirmed, Gender Non-Conforming, Guys Not Cute?
You know,
This is a hard one.
Dan's a GNC.
I'm gonna go with
GNC also, guys not coming. It's an edger.
I'm gonna go with C, but I really wanted to go with D just for the laughs. So
But C, gender non-conforming?
yeah, I'll go.
That is correct.
Oh, yes.
Although I did like Jeremy's.
Yeah.
Guys not coming.
Guys
Yeah.
not coming.
Sorry,
That's during
I
No
normally-
Nut November.
It's like I normally don't have this problem.
Yeah. I'm a GNC in November
Yeah.
only.
All right, a pup. You know, pup.
He wants a drink. He said pub twice.
I guess
We just need to go to a gay bar.
a pup
Mimosas.
A pup.
in the gay kink subculture usually refers to someone who A, likes to be playful and submissive, loves dogs, is very young, wears puppy pattern clothing.
The first one?
Likes to be playful and submissive.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think.
Okay. Are you like 100? Are you like positive?
I'm about 90%.
Positive.
Are you HIV positive? Are you that positive?
Hey now.
No? Okay. All right. The answer is A.
Yeah.
Likes to be playful and submissive. Just like Sauce.
I think we had a general that was into that shit.
Yeah.
Which one?
Washington.
he-
Okay.
No, I don't remember his name, but he had like a dog mask on and everything. I don't know.
Was
if
that
it
recently?
Yeah, it was recent. That was like
Like a couple years, like 2
3,
years ago
4
or something like
years.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember his name, but
That's fine. Whatever floats his boat.
Is he a VTuber also?
I don't know.
I've seen a wrestler in San Antonio like wrestle in the dog mask.
There was a guy in
kinda
Arkansas. He's got like a wolf thing, like the alpha. I think. Have you seen him like
I
the
don't think
alpha?
so.
I think there are
that-
several people in Arkansas like
that
that. Anyway.
Omega stuff. Jesus.
I gotta blow up his spot too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What is shade? A type of makeup, a subtle insult, a hat worn to brunch, or sunglasses?
Honey, when I do it, it's an eclipse, but it's gonna be B.
It's going to be B. Perfect. That is the answer.
Yes.
Who has the most yases right now?
It's
queen.
tied between you and Jeremy. You got whoever wins this will be crowned queen. All right. What is a gold star gay? A super fashionable gay person. A gay person who has never had sex with the opposite sex. A military veteran who is gay. Someone who wins drag race.
Whose question is this?
That's Dan's.
My question,
Dan's.
isn't it?
Yeah.
You're getting the hard ones, man.
Yeah.
I
I think we're trying to suss him out.
What was
Yeah.
A and B again? Can you tell me what the A and B was?
A super fashionable gay person.
Uh-huh.
B, a person who has never had sex with the opposite sex.
Gold Star. I've never heard that one.
I'm gonna go with B. I really
think so,
think
too,
it would
yeah.
be petty enough. I want to do it. Yeah, B.
A gay person who has never had sex with the opposite sex is the correct answer.
I knew it. I was just like,
Gold Star.
Yeah.
Gold Star for Dan. Dan has never had sex with the opposite.
so he's a virgin.
Yep, that's it. You got me.
He's still trying to decide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like Cher and Clueless. It's like, you know how picky I am about my shoes and they only go on my feet.
Yeah.
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 That's from memory, by the way.
Give me a
Very
couple
good.
50-cent shots down from the neighborhood. We might have our answer at some point.
All right.
Gold Star. Gold Star Dan.
All right, Sauce.
It's a new action figure.
Sauce. The term kiki means a private drag show, a gossip session or fun gathering, a dance-off, a karaoke battle.
A kiki?
The term kiki.
Yeah. I've never heard that term.
I'm thinking it's with that one. We'll see what
A
happens.
private drag show, a gossip session or fun gathering, a dance-off, or a karaoke battle.
I'm going to say karaoke battle.
That is not correct.
Was it?
Honey.
Honey.
It's a gossip session.
That is correct.
Oh.
Really?
I really wanted it to be a dance-off. It would have been cool.
I've never heard that. It's like, they should just call it a cheese me.
I mean, that's probably what we call it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Is that what we call it? I have no idea.
Man,
I don't know. I don't know either. I'm straighter than Dan. honestly.
I don't know if I want anyone to cheese me. I don't know.
I don't know any of these
Greek
answers.
Dan. I don't want to.
Greek yogurt.
Yeah.
I
He
just,
doesn't want any of that.
I just chew tobacco and drive my pickup
Yeah,
truck.
I was born on a ranch.
Yeah.
Gold Star Dan doesn't like Greek yogurt
I identify as an F-150.
with motor oil.
All right. The LGBTQ plus community. What does femme mean? Or what does it describe?
Okay.
A perfume brand, a flamboyant performer, someone who presents or behaves in a feminine way, or a French lover.
For the humor, I want to go with D, but it's C.
It is C, correct.
Albert.
Yeah.
That's Albert.
What, a femme?
Yeah, Albert's a femme.
Is he? I kind of get that.
Well, it's either you or him.
That is not me, damn it.
I haven't seen Albert, but you're mentioning wife beaters and stuff. I think he's more of a stud, right? I feel like he's kind of a stud.
I don't know,
That might have been
guys.
a question. I don't.
Yeah, he could be a stud, but then he's got
Stud presenting.
He's got femme.
Yeah, he's doing femme
tendencies.
tendencies. Femicidal tendencies.
Here's the thing: you guys don't see him dance in the gym. I'm just saying.
That's our gay suicidal tendencies band. Femicidal
He's
tendencies.
gonna have a kiki. He's gonna have a kiki in the weight room.
Last time he was playing TLC. Last time in the gym.
He gets in the scrubs.
Yep, that's exactly. Yeah.
Scrubs.
All right. What does bi-curious mean, Dan?
Oh, he's got an easy one, I think.
Well, tell me, what is-
We'll see what the multiple choices are.
Is it curious about biology? God, really? Unsure about their sexuality but interested in exploring? A term for bookworms or a fashion style?
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to go with B.
You sure? Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Well, that's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was half expecting just like a crazy answers, not having the one that I thought it was.
Yeah.
Where were you going with it?
I don't know. I was just like, as someone who wasn't sure about their sexuality was easily the choice, but I wasn't expecting it to actually be there. Right?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just like it's like this is a trap that I've not.
The way you delivered, I'm gonna go with B. Reminded me of like a guy on the dating game. It's like, well, I'm gonna have to go with B.
B for bi.
Yeah.
B for bi.
All right, this next
Obviously.
one. This next one, I have no idea what it means until now that I read the answer. But serving face.
That sounds dirty.
What that means? A, looking fierce and fabulous, especially in makeup. Offering someone some food. Arguing intensely, or wearing sunscreen.
The first one.
Looking fierce and fabulous.
It's like that song. It's giving face ass,
Yes.
hair, titties.
I believe you are correct. It is A.
Yes.
I watch Zeus Network sometimes.
Zeus Network? What the fuck is that?
Alternatively, it's what happens at a bukkake. You're serving face.
I believe so. All right, we have 2 more questions to go. What does it mean to be clocked? To be timed in a race? To be recognized for who you truly are? To hit someone? Or to fall asleep unexpectedly?
I feel like any of those answers could be
Yeah. I'm going with B.
It is B. It is B, to be recognized for who you truly are.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, last one, Dan.
Get another hard one.
Yeah.
It's
What-
like another
what-
Saturday night.
No, I'm just trying to pronounce it. What is polyamorous?
Okay.
Polyamorous.
Polyamorous. See, I couldn't pronounce it. Obviously, we know someone knows this.
Wish I was.
Polyamorous. Loving several people at once. A fan of parrots. Oh, I would probably go with B. A special relationship with your plants. Ew. And or a romantic person who writes poetry.
Before I answer that question, how far am I from winning?
You and Sauce are tied.
Uh-oh.
Jeremy is in the lead
Am I the gold star?
so far.
Damn it.
Kind of get your gold star back here.
I know which one it is, but I really wanted to say a different one. It's A. The loving
It is
multiple
correct.
people.
Yes.
So that means
I wanted to
1,
go with
2, 3,
plants,
4,
'cause
5.
I love me some
1,
plants.
2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5. You and Jeremy are tied, so we need a tie-breaking question.
It's going to be like about quantum physics.
Yeah. It's like what gay computer programmer? And I'm like Alan Turing.
Steve Jobs.
Yeah. It's the Turing test, you idiots.
Oh, he's got to look one up.
Yeah.
He didn't expect it to go this far.
Yeah.
I guess I should have made it nice and easy. I should have.
He's going to do the 40-year-old virgin one. It's like, do you know how I know you're gay?
Right? Yeah, no, you're gay. You like giving me head.
You answered all these questions correctly. With no hesitation, Jeremy.
You know you're gay. You stroke my face before I fall asleep. Every night.
And
You really get in on the hammies when we're stretching.
Oh, okay. I want you guys to raise your hand
Okay.
for this one, okay? Which, I just asked ChatGPT to come up with one more question about the LGBTQ related.
You asked gay eye because it's a
Yeah,
June.
gay eye.
Yeah.
But I asked it to be science-based.
Okay.
So,
Science-based gay question.
yeah. Which species is, remember, raise your hand. Which species is known for displaying natural same-sex behavior, helping scientists understand sexual diversity in nature? Is it A, penguins, B, baboons, C, dolphins? Oh, no, wait, not baboons. Bonobo
apes?
Bonobo apes, yeah. Or D, all the above. Jeremy.
D, all of the above.
That is correct.
Oh, wow.
The one I was thinking of is it wasn't on there, so it caught me for a loop. I was like, seahorses.
Like sea horses or sea horses?
I see horses all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see.
And they see you.
Yeah.
Seahorses don't behave in that behavior, but the males do carry the babies. Yeah. But anyway. Oh, yay. Jeremy is our queen.
Yes.
Everyone already knew.
There's not much. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
kind of figured.
You
If this was
forgot
Facebook, they would have been like, we knew.
We look at his friends. We look at his friends list. We're all like, hey, this was rigged.
You dropped your crown, queen.
Yeah. Now, there's a lot of responsibilities that come with that. You don't just get the crown. You get to open up supermarkets.
Do I get the big scissors?
Yes, you do. But you can't run with them.
You got to open up hair salons.
Yes. But you get a big sash,
Yeah.
that you get to wear.
Okay.
Not
to be confused with a big
And
slash.
if you can't fulfill
Yeah.
your duties, we have
yeah.
gold standard.
Yeah.
Gold star Dan.
We'll have Silver Star Dan
Yeah.
over here. Not quite
You
gold.
came in second. I came out first. You came in second.
Well,
Well, Dan technically came out first.
Well,
Yeah, he did.
I like to make sure that people come first. Right?
Yeah. He's so generous.
Take care of their needs.
Yeah. He's a generous.
I bet this guy's a cut up at the office.
You're
Ladies first, am I right?
yeah.
But I'm a guy.
Yeah.
That's the joke.
I'm an ally. I'm Ally Dan.
Ally.
It's June, right?
Not November. I think it was Veterans Month, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's what that meme said.
I'm not supposed to nut at some point. GNC.
Guys not coming.
Oh, this is fun.
We've gone off the rails, but that's
Yes.
that's what it is.
Unhinged Dan.
This isn't off the rails, Dan.
Okay, we're on the rails.
Yes.
And we're heading straight to the train station.
Off
Straight. We're not doing that this month.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of curves. Right.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Off the rails is when you use the N word and you're not supposed to.
That was so
Right,
the pre-show.
Sauce?
It was the pre-show. Then.
Yeah.
when you're not supposed to.
Not that Sauce said it, but there was an incident.
There was an incident.
Yeah. But
I didn't say it.
He didn't say it. But we're all like,
That's
wow.
why. That's why it's sauce. It's
Yeah.
double and
We're just holding people accountable.
plausible
Yeah,
deniability.
exactly. Exactly. We're not going to say names or anything like that. But they're not here.
Yeah.
So it's only two choices, huh? And it wasn't Albert. All right.
Good God.
Anyway. All right, guys. That's going to do it this week for the House of Machismo podcast. I say just leave while on top. That's what I say.
Leave on top.
Yep, exactly.
You don't want to
got
be
it.
a bottom.
That's
No.
correct.
Not in June. You want to be the top in June.
Not bottoming out in June.
So I saw this meme where it was like a screenshot of Grindr, and some guy had said something about dinosaurs or whatever, and the other guy had replied saying, "Hey, do you wanna come over? Do you wanna hook up? Do you want whatever?" And blah blah blah. And so the guy said, "I literally just mentioned something about dinosaurs. Do you think you can comment something before jumping into sex?" And so the guy said, "Well, are you a Triceratops or a Tricerabottoms?"
This is hilarious because I have a Triceratops tattoo.
Oh, look at that. Oh, he's a top.
So he's a top.
That's right.
Yeah.
Triceratops.
That's what makes sense. That's what shows everybody.
It's totally not a coping mechanism.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm not dealing with a lot of things right now.
Yeah, not at all.
Anyways, good night, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Stay safe.
Everybody, be kind, be awesome, be nice.
Peace out.
Bye.
Later.